Hello everyone, welcome to DocHub. I am Dr. Sandeep Patel and today we are going to discuss on why fellowships required in a medical practice or in your medical career. So we'll discuss on a particular background, particular introduction, then the industry facts surrounding it, impact of it, dilemma among the medical graduates before joining any subspecialty fellowships or so. What is observership and fellowship, the difference between fellowship and senior residency, and how to pursue such fellowships. So as we know, as a medical graduates are pursuing MD, MS, DNB or a diploma, post-graduation or a fellowships after MBBS or any medical graduate degree. After that, once they complete the post-graduation, they look for what to do, what further job opportunities, which location they want to set up their medical practice or they want to work in that particular areas, different dynamics of that particular medical practice area which they need to analyze, and they go accordingly. And similarly, they also look for the professional opportunities and what the requirement for that particular opportunities. The practice challenges in the industry, there are institutional and hospital jobs and their requirement also. So all that aspect, while directly or indirectly, which make you to think about particular subspecialty or a specialization in your area of work, which nowadays very much demanding, and the trend you will observe in a medical practice, definitely in a tier 1 and tier 2 city. So many subspecialty practitioners are coming up with their specialization like pediatric neurology, pediatric orthopedic, pediatric nephrology, likewise. And for that particular subspecialty, you can also refer our previous video on subspecialty in medical practice, wherein we have discussed who should think about this subspecialty and what different aspects of subspecialty. And our second video of dilemma in subspecialty medical practice, we have given the complete analysis of different factors while you are taking decision of subspecialty practice. So you can also view that particular video. Now let's discuss on industry facts. The practice trend in tier 1 and 2 cities, the developed countries have already accepted the subspecialties, and for that particular subspecialties, yes, fellowships is the option. Second, patient awareness and patient demand for the service, outcome and attention. So if you are practicing general specialty where you are came across overwork, over patient flow, you will not be able to fulfill that demand. Third is practice competition. Fourth, focused practice. The patient satisfaction and clinical outcome, which is very much crucial nowadays, and for that you need to be very focused in your practice. If you are doing, for example, if an orthopedic surgeon is doing a trauma work, is doing joint replacement or arthroscopy, so it is very difficult for him to focus each and every area. So that way you need to analyze and find their area of interest. Fifth is fraternity recognition. So nowadays you will observe there are each subspecialties in your area of work have their different associations, practicing group at a city level, at a state level, even a national level societies are there. So it has created the academic environment, the work environment, as well as you will get the updates, regular updates on your practice also. And then being a subject expert rather a generalist will will give you a peer recognition among the fraternity. And trends, it is also a trend of institutional medical practice nowadays. So all these aspects, all these has created an industry need for a subspecialty practice. So let's discuss the impact of fellowship in medical practice. What different impacts you can observe where if you do a particular fellowship. It gives an additional achievement to your medical qualification. It makes your profile strong as an expert in that particular subject. Third, it gives a good clinical exposure, as if you are doing a particular full-time fellowships, it definitely gives you a very good clinical exposure in that particular subspecialty. Fourth, patient recognizes your achievement while choosing your service. They recognize that as you have done fellowship in a recognized institute, your experience and your explanation power, explanation will be, they recognize very well. Fifth is it will stand extraordinary among the medical fraternity, and then it helps to set your practice in tier 1 and 2 city, where already the general specialist already there. So many general specialists in your area is already there, so this subspecialty fellowship gives you a particular space for establishing your practice. Now, what dilemma before deciding the fellowship one might come across? When should I pursue a fellowship? Observership versus fellowship? What duration of fellowship will be suffice? Can I do it part-time? What stipend will I get during a fellowship? And what to join, whether a fellowship or a senior residency, what should I join? So while pursuing fellowship, you can, after your post-graduation, if you are very clear about your subspecialty, you have decided and you get enough work exposure in that particular subspecialty, you can go for a fellowship directly. Usually fellowships are 6 months to 2 years of duration, but yes, approximate 1 to 1.5 year of fellowship will be enough to justify, enough to get that clinical exposure. Part-time fellowship, usually existing medical practitioners pursue it because they also need to continue their practice and all. But if you really want to establish strongly in that particular subspecialty, you must go for full-time fellowship. And yes, all the fellowships are definitely, they provide the stipend what you work. And now let's see the observership versus fellowship. So observership is an academic program rather than a course, and fellowship is a training certificate course. While observership, usually the existing practitioners do to upgrade their knowledge and skills, and the fellowships usually pursued by recent graduates. Why should one do the observership? They do it for to upgrade their knowledge, and here fellowship, they do it for additional qualification. Both are the observership is voluntary in nature, and fellowship is somewhat, it is a necessity for your career, as we have discussed different impact and the industry facts. According to that, the fellowships nowadays in that particular aspect in a career, it's somewhat necessity. Observership usually 1 to 6 months of duration as per your requirement. You get a flexibility also if you want to do 1 month or 2 months. That's very flexibility. While fellowship is for the particular fixed tenure, either it is 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year, or 2 years. Now let's discuss the fellowship. What is the difference between fellowship and a senior residency? So fellowship is a training certificate course, but senior residency, it's an institutional job. Usually both are pursued by the recent graduates. But here, why the fellowship, they do it for additional qualification, while senior residency, usually one should go for it for good clinical work exposure, and both are in a necessity for their career in nature. Like usually the senior residency in an institutional level, it is a primary level, where after a senior residency you go to the next level is assistant professor and associate professor likewise. So in that way it is also a necessity in nature. Usually fellowships, we have discussed 6 months to 2 years of duration, but SRship is 1 to 2 years of duration. Here you get a stipend, and in senior residency you get a salary. At end of the fellowship you get an academic certificate, and at the end of senior residency you get an experience letter. So Now, how to pursue the fellowship? So first you need to decide which subspecialty, and in that particular subspecialty you should have enough work exposure. Second, identify your area of interest should be based on your skill and interest rather just for getting a job opportunity and earning opportunity. So your skill and interest should be core focus. Third is analysis of subspecialty. You need to analyze it. We have analyzed of different aspects like locational factors, what that particular city, the existing expertise in that particular city where you want to establish your practice. So all that particular aspects you need to analyze. We have already discussed in our previous video of dilemma in subspecialty medical practice, so you can watch it for analyzing thoroughly for the subspecialty decision. Fourth is search for fellowships. So now if you want to search for such fellowships, you can go to our website docthub.com, wherein under courses section, all courses, where you will get different filters of discipline, specialty and course type. You can select a fellowship and you will get it according to your discipline and specialty. You will get all the results which are available, the fellowships all over India. So that's all for this topic. Please write a comment which fellowship you are planning to, or you are pursuing. Share your fellowship experience. It will definitely helpful to our viewers and others. You can help them. So thank you very much.